Hello and what's up guys, it's your big guy Daddy Africa, and I want to welcome you to another new and exciting episode on my talk with Daddy Africa. And on this episode we are going to describe and talk about some of the tips that you can use to make you a more successful entrepreneur, and let's get into it. So guys, tip number 1, you need to be persistent and you need to be resilient. What persistent means, if you decide to start on a thing, do it as much as you can. Let it consume most of your time you engaging in that activity, and with that you'll be able to become more successful. And also, being persistent demonstrates power. It shows your determination to everyone who's watching around you, and you're able even to reach to a greater audience. It shows your seriousness and the amount of interest that you have to do what you're doing, and that's why you decided to start on it. So in your entrepreneurial journey, and if you want to become more successful, first you'll need to be persistent and resilient. Tip number 2, you need to change your mentality. And by changing your mentality, I mean by this is you change your mentality and have a winning mentality. In every space you get, you know that you want to achieve and you are going to win. And with that tip, you're going to be a very successful entrepreneur. And of course, we expect failures as we engage in these activities, but the failure that we receive and get, we need to take it as a lesson to make you better and even do better. Tip number 3, you'll need to let go of temporary and settle for long term. By this, what do I mean? I mean you invest in long-term relationships and friendships, and this is going to help you upscale and even become a better entrepreneur, to become a better business person in all other activities included. So the other thing, as you associate with people who you have in your heart and in your mind that you will be successful with. Tip number 4, you'll need to be objective and set your eyes and focus on what you really want. Whenever you decide to pursue something, you need to decide and be objective. Write it down and say, this is what I want and this is the way I'm going to get to it. So being objective, you're not doing it because you have to, but because you want to. Always have expectations for what you are doing. For every action you're doing, expect an outcome out of it, because everything works that way. If you give up. Another final tip is number 5, you need to write your dreams down. By writing your dreams down, it actually registers even more in your head and in your brain that I need to do this, and this actually helps in actualization of your dream. And with that, you'll be able to become more successful and achieve even more. I got to ask some of my friends some of the tips that they use and apply in their life to become more successful, and yeah, this is what I got from them. Thank you guys for taking your time to watch this amazing episode on my talk with Daddy Africa. Please consider to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and kwaheri tukutane tena.